Hello Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Aquarius, today we're going to focus on your past, present, as well as your future. We're also going to see the ultimate outcome of your current situation, but before we do all of that, let's get started. For Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For their past, present, as well as their future. So in the recent past, we do have the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm getting an energy of you being very, very hyper-focused on your career or your business if you have one. As far as, the current energy is concerned, there's somebody here that's feeling extremely abandoned by you. I am definitely getting that. I don't know if you recently decided to walk away from someone that you felt just simply wasn't serving you in any way, shape, or form, but I'm getting that somebody feels extremely abandoned by you. I am getting that. We're going to look a little bit more into this person's energy and see what else is going on, but in the near future, we do have the King of Swords out here. Okay. Whoever this person is that feels extremely abandoned by you, they could be an earth sign strongly, so a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, possibly an Aquarius like yourself, or a Gemini or a Libra. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but I don't know. Like, I just kind of feel like this person's looking at you like, I knew Aquarius would do this to me. I knew that they would do this to me. I just knew it. I knew that they would do this to me. Like, I knew that they would abandon me. I knew that they would get up and walk away from me. I just knew it. I knew it. I knew that they would do this. It's interesting because I feel like this person gave you every reason to walk away from them. And the fact that you actually did, it's kind of like they're baffled by it. Okay, interesting. We'll look into this person in a second, but let's focus on you really quickly. We have the Judgment card, we got the Hangman, and then we also have the Four of Cups. I feel like your perception of somebody started to drastically change, someone being this King of Swords over here. The moment your perception of this person started to drastically, change on your end is when you made the choice to get up and walk away from this person. So something obviously happened on your end that started to cause, you to basically look at this person differently. You could have been looking at this person like, they were like, the love of your life once upon a time. And then, over time you started to, see this person from a whole new perspective. Maybe you don't look at this person like they're the love of your life anymore. I just feel like something clearly happened here between you and this person that changed your perception of them to the point where, no, you're not looking at this person like they're the love of your life anymore. But like I said, whatever did occur here between the two of you, it caused you to lose love for this person. It caused you to lose respect for this person. And it caused you to lose desire. I'm also getting, for them. And like I said, it kind of looks like you made the choice to up and walk away from this connection that you share with them. Tell me more about the Five of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Five of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords, so the Five of Swords, and then we also have the King of Pentacles. I'm sorry, this individual that you were dealing with, they come off to me as somebody who likes to test people and play a lot of games. This is somebody who comes off to me as somebody who does bring a lot to the table. However, I just kind of feel like they weren't giving you their all. And the main reason why this person wasn't giving you their all is because they felt like you really needed to prove, yourself to them first in order for them to turn around and basically give you their all. Now, in the meantime, it kind of looks like this person was making you jump through hoops of fire for their love. It kind of looks like this person was constantly testing you left and right just to, test you to see if you really do love them and you really do care about them. So the fact that you got up and walked away from them for whatever reason, it just left a really bad taste in their mouth. It caused this person to basically feel like, you see, I knew it. I knew that they didn't love me. I knew that they didn't care about me. But my thing is that I feel like this person, again, my problem is that it looks like this person did everything under the sun to push you away. And the fact that they did push you away, it's like, I don't understand what else this person was honestly anticipating or expecting to happen for you to just sit there and just, I don't know, like continue to deal with them and, you know, the way that they want to continue to show up in this dynamic that they share with you. Because this to me kind of feels like an energy of, yes, them testing you, but I don't know. There's just something about them like doing things to like push you away, you know, in the process of it all, just to see like if you would get up and walk away from them. And it kind of looks like you got to that point where you're just like, you know what, I'm done. Like, I'm so done. It's not even funny. Um, Interesting. So the fact that, all right, let me get this straight. So they did things to push you away to see if you would actually get up and walk away, because that's their way of testing you to see if you really do love them and care about them. Because if you really do love them and care about them, no matter what they put you through, good or bad, bad or awful, that'll tell them, I guess, everything that they need to know. You know, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, but this person just comes off to me as somebody who just plays a lot of games, okay? I feel like this person did everything under the sun to push you away. And it kind of looks like they achieved that. It kind of looks like they accomplished that, okay? I get it. It kind of looks like the things that they were doing on their end, you know, it wasn't coming from a place of, well, if I do this, I hope Aquarius gets up and walks away from me. Like, I don't feel like they did all those things with the intentions of, well, if I do this, I hope Aquarius will get up and walk away from you then. No, it was stemming from a place of, well, if I hurt them like this and if I hurt them like that, you know, will they get up and walk away from me? Or will the love that they have, you know, for me, influence them to stay? You see what I mean? And I feel like it got so bad to that point for you where you're just like, you know what, enough is enough. I'm walking away. So in a very weird, twisted way, whatever it is that they did do on their end, it wasn't with the intentions of wanting to push you to that point of no return. It was with the intentions of, let's see, you know, if their love for me will influence them to continue to stay, you know, with me. Okay, let's just keep going. Whatever, I guess. It kind of seems like it makes perfect sense to them, but it doesn't really make, you know, logical sense to me, but okay. All right, you know. Okay, then we have the King of Swords, we got the Page of Wands, we got the Queen of Wands, and then we also have the Four of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Four of Swords. Wow. It's like this person's just kind of, it's like this person's just kind of carrying on with their life, you know, as if this relationship between the two of you never happened, as if you never basically existed. I don't know, it's just very narcissistic like, you know. And here's where it gets a little bit more narky, right? Because we have the Strength card to the Devil, we got the Ten of Cups, and then we also have the Six of Pentacles. I do feel like the fact that you're refusing to run after them and try to fix or repair things here with them does have this person very worked up and angry and upset with you. It's causing them to feel like, wow, Aquarius never loved me. They never cared about me, because look, it's been a whole week and they haven't called me and they haven't texted me and they haven't ran after me. I am so sorry. But it doesn't look like you did anything wrong. I don't understand why this person's sitting around waiting for you to run after them and try to fix or repair things here with them. They pushed you away. Again, it just, I don't know. It just keeps getting worse, I guess. We got the Eight of Pentacles to the Eight of Wands. We also have the High Priestess to the Two of Swords out here. Yeah. I don't feel like you're running after this person anymore, nor do I feel like you're going to. You're not running after this person or trying to fix or repair things here with them, because for one, you know, they basically pushed you away, which that's exactly what I was getting. It's like, I don't understand why this person's sitting around expecting for you to run after them and try to fix and repair things with them when you didn't even do anything wrong. Because this person was too busy trying to test you to see how much you love them and care about. This person tends to measure a person's love through how much pain that person is willing to essentially endure and or tolerate for them. If that makes any logical sense, because that's basically exactly how I'm getting it. It doesn't really make logical sense to me, but to them it makes perfect sense. But that's just kind of how I'm receiving the message. They measure a person's love by how much that person, how much that person is willing to suffer, I guess, like, for them, I don't know, it's a very weird, twisted thing, again, it doesn't really make any sort of logical sense to me, but it makes perfect sense to them, I guess. Yeah, it makes, I don't know, it just makes perfect sense to this person, I don't know, I guess, I guess, but it's very narky because I don't know, it's just weird. It's like they feel so abandoned by you, and that's how narky this feels and looks. Like they feel so abandoned by you. It's like they're sitting in this energy of like, how dare they up and leave me? Like, whatever. It's whatever. Like, I knew they never loved me or cared about me anyways, and it's like, I'm so sorry, but it's like this person would purposely do things to hurt you and push you away. And I guess depending on if you were to stay and just deal with it will determine to them if you really do love them or care about, like, that's like for example, not saying that this is what occurred, you would obviously know this occurred in your particular, that's like the epitome of this person turning around and cheating on you just to see, you know what I mean, if you will still love them and want to be with them. Because if you turn around and choose to remain with them even after that, in their eyes, that's like an indication like, oh, wow, they really love me. Like, wow, look, like, I just did the freaking, oh my God, I just did the most forbidden thing you could ever do in a relationship. And wow, Aquarius, they just still stuck by my side. That means that they must really love me. And it's like, okay. And then they turn around and they cheat on you again, and then this time you're just like, that's it. I'm leaving. Goodbye. You know what I mean? And then they're just like, oh my God, like they got up and walked away from me. See, I knew they didn't love me, because if they loved me, they would have, forgiven me for cheating on, what this, I think you're doing the right thing, by walking away from this person, not running after this person. I think that you're definitely doing the right thing, because something's not right upstairs. Something's definitely not right upstairs, and I think that this person thinks that what they're doing, is perfectly normal, is perfectly fine. I understand that this person, I understand that this person just wants to know and see, how much you really do love them and care about them. But I feel like, they're going about it in a terrible way. There's other ways to know if the person that you're connecting with, really does love you or not. I mean, there's other ways, but they could ask you, hey, Aquarius, do you love me? How do you feel about me? And if that's not enough, they can definitely think of other ways to try to, see if you really do love them and care about them. For example, like paying close attention to your actions, because that'll reveal, if you really do love them and care about them, because actions speak louder than words. But honestly, I just don't even feel like that's enough for this person. I feel like this person needs to put the person that they're with through some ounce of pain, and depending on if that person remains with them will determine if that person in their eyes is worthy of their love and all that they have to give. At this point, I am convinced that something's terribly wrong, with this person. And I think this person pushed away a really, really good person because they just wanted to sit up here and play these narky games, with you. All right, so that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.